fucking told you. I fucking knew these people were all gonna fucking die.
Still, I know it's wrong. You go through this. I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. Of all people. Of all the people.
Like, and she was right in the middle, just gonna be burned, and they were having a feast around here. Is that blood? Or is this... Up to the people. Almost all of Deadheim's most hardcore supporters died with him in the plaza. The ones who survived were people like me who never got along with him too well. Funny how stuff works out like that sometimes, ain't it?
Funny story. His name's Deadheim for a reason.
Yeah. I hope that your headset isn't, you know, dying on you. I mean, it's starting to make noises every now and again.
Of course it is. It got fucking...
Well, I mean, I know it's got fucked over, but... We've had to dispose of all the food and medicine that we confiscated from the Rena after we took over Nia's. All that we've been able to keep are the books they recorded their knowledge in. It's back to struggling to find medicinal herbs all over again.
What you need is marijuana.
Ooh, everybody in the plaza just muted like blocks, and I swear, you know what, how about I don't read your dialogue, because I don't really care. Anyway, would that have happened to me too? If I wasn't on guard and went to watch her execution, would I be dead right now too? Probably. Stop your crying. Excuse me? You don't tell me
How
no.
come Iron Mask didn't die?
Well, because, why would... Because Alphen wasn't mad at that moment. He wasn't mad. He had fear. He had a different emotion.
Anger is what made them
I don't know, because he didn't have all those fruits of... Because he didn't have the fruits of Helgen. Which if he had a whole bunch of fruits of Helgen, he would have had all his astral energy go poof, and then he would have died.
Okay then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pretend that makes sense while I'm
Yeah.
asking.
You've pretty much forgotten most of the things that happened.
Yeah, actually pretty much all of it.
Yeah. Everyone I knew is just gone. They're all gone. My friends, my family gone. Oh, how sad. I don't care. Oh well.
Still make more.
Oh my god. What's happening? Why did everyone disappear? I don't know.
It's all your fault, little girl.
I asked Bayfon and he wouldn't tell me anything. So this whole time, Almedria had us right where she wanted us. Man, it's gonna take a while to sink in. This can't be happening. Oh, there's a woman. Well, sometimes you don't pay attention to who it is and you give a woman...
It's 2022, bro. You never know.
Oh, God. This can't be happening. This has to be a nightmare, right? If it is, then why are we awake?
You know, to kickstart your voice acting career, maybe you should start narrating short stories.
I mean, yeah. I could do
You know, we're
that.
being sarcastic, but I think
I mean, yes. Oh my god. Yes, the night before Christmas, and all was at the house.
all the rats were silly.
Oh my god. seems like Almedria took advantage of the chaos and confusion to slip past these gates when nobody was looking. If I had to guess, she's either trying to get into the ruins past here or she's making a run for the underground harbor. This is all our fault. We were so caught up in celebrating our victory, nobody even bothered to think if it was a trap. Look what it cost us.
Are you sure it's not our harbor?
Oh boy. Did Almedria plan to kill everyone all along? I know people died under her before, but this is extreme. Why would she do that? I don't know. I had a lot of friends in that plaza too, and now they're all gone. It's okay to be sad about it, but we survivors have to pull ourselves together. We still have a city to run. What city? This thing is busted.
See, that's where you're dying. Thank you, watching the fucking scene. Wake it up, samurai. We got city first.
It's already burning.
Keep burning.
Everyone I know is dead. If only I'd stop them. They'd still be here right now.
Who am I? I'm dead and mad.
It's not your fault. You couldn't have known this would have happened. I could never bring myself to White Deadeye, but I wouldn't wish any of that on him or any of his followers. That was too cruel what happened.
You look like a man, but you have boobs.
She's got that certain hairstyle, that certain anime brand hairstyle.
Well, that's like the occasion whenever I get out the shower just right, and fuck that way. And then I just send you code vein hairstyle like number fucking 8 or whatever we're on now.
Oh my god. The next code vein hairstyle right there.
Have you guys?
My buddy died in that plaza. There's not even a body left to bury. I didn't bother going to the plaza to celebrate our victory. Seeing everyone in such a frenzy just didn't sit right with me. But after what she did, I absolutely hate her guts with every fiber of my being.
Checked your equipment lately?
Alphen just says, checked your equipment lately? How could everyone just die? Did we do something wrong along the way? Damn it. We've got all these homes to go around, but now there's no one left in the city to live in them. The city has become awfully lonely. I know. There used to be plenty of people around, but now it's a ghost town. Yeah, why did everyone go? Why'd they all just leave? Well, you see, kid, it was high time they went to hell. I don't know.
I hope that And that was the whole point.
Yeah. Maybe if someone had found a way to restrain Deadeye, we could have avoided this whole tragedy. Who am I to talk? I didn't try to stop anyone from going. I'm just as guilty of letting this happen as anyone else.
How about you quit guilt shaming yourself?
Yeah, all these people. So the whole thing was just one big trap laid down by Almedria, huh? The Dark Wings winning the liberation of Nias? Everything. Guess that's what we get for letting that victory go to our heads and crowning Deadeye a big hero. We got complacent and paid the price.
Well, you know what? What if you learn?
Don't be an asshole.
No, instead of trying to burn your witch's estate.
Bro, Deadeye was not a fucking hero, kid.
Well, he did help liberate the place. That's what they cared.
Yeah, well, it was all set up. Damn. Was literally everything we took out of the castle laced with that poison?
Yes.
Bro, like, I told you, it was happening. I wasn't getting fooled.
And yet you still went in there, killed stuff, and took their loot, and used it.
No.
Actually, technically, you helped liberate this entire town, and you are the cause of this failure.
How do we help liberate it when we didn't do anything to this town? Everything was practically
Looks like we
done
made it here in
beforehand.
one
They were
piece.
just still searching for her, and we were sent on a bad lead to find Almetria in the first place.
Huh. See, I didn't know that.
Well, you do
just
now.
had a fair reason to assume.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Now we can go down to the wall.
There's an elevator. Looks
I want to
operational.
know what true disappointment is.
Me.
No, when you run into a wall with a boner and your nose breaks. It actually,
I can't believe there's
Here's another
actually an
phone.
underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I
when
only
you
see
dig
dead.
as hard and you run into a
Think
wall.
they were
and you
forced to
start
work here?
bouncing off the wall
Probably.
and you don't break
Let's see
your
what they have to
nose
share
before
about
you
Almadria.
So I'm gonna have to take this boat to get somewhere? Man, I don't want to do none of that shit. That might not be the best place in the world. No, this might not be the best place in the world to work, but at least you spend your days never having to worry about starving. You can't head out. You can't head out you can't head out to fish in the ocean, but if you don't mind river fishing, there's a good spot outside with all the fish you could ever want.
Why is he trying to sound Texan?
I don't know. That's just the voice I gave him. That's just the
Fucking
voice I
racist.
gave him, partner.
Got that lip dialect and shit. God damn.
Should have heard the voice I gave an NPC in fucking Trails of Cold Steel. I think he done talk like this for some reason. Yeah, that's exactly what I think he sounded like.
It just sounds like an autistic child.
Good. Because it's not supposed to sound like that.
You're not supposed to sound like that.
It's real unusual for Lord Almidri to come through here without letting any of us know ahead of time. She took off with a sizable posse, too. Wonder what that was all about. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm just glad she didn't ask us to come along with her. Heavy treat. My treat is heavy. I ain't been back to Nia's in a long time. If it ain't one bright eyes busting my chops on deck, it's never busting my chops on the dock. Speaking of which, did you hear? They say the cargo might contain stolen goods what someone smuggled from outside their realm. Oh yeah, I heard. But it doesn't concern us what's on the inside. Our job is to process them and move on. Yeah, I hear ya. We got enough to worry about with how heavy it's gonna be to haul it around. You don't want to go back to Nia's, buddy. You ain't got a home to go back to.
So I found some instructions.
Oh?
It says, please do not bang the machine.
Okay.
And so what am I gonna do?
Bang the machines.
Stick my dick in it.
This boat here is used for shipping. Always takes off with an empty cargo hold and comes back with a full one. Pretty big, ain't she? But compared to Lord Almidri's personal ship, this thing's a cupcake.
I had no idea how much that weirded me out, the way that you spoke.
Good.
Looks like a cupcake.
It's a cupcake.
Cupcake.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Oh shit, it's that self-important Revenant dude from Code Vein.
Damn! So we missed her! You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Who
Spent most of my
doesn't
life
steer a
chained to the
ship,
deck
you
of some
dumbass?
ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a
Why
sea
does this
dog
guy
like
sound like
me,
a
or you'll
merchant
sink her
from
before
Fallout
she
4?
makes it out the harbor.
Oh god.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set, and we'll set sail.
Mahavar? What the fuck was that? What? talk to Mahavar once you're ready. Well, it's not like it's a point of no return. I'm sure I can come back, but I'm sure I'm gonna be stuck in a long thing. I mean, I must be getting close to the... When was the last time I did any level grinding? I'm probably gonna level grind before the boss fight with her anyway, so I might go all the way up to that point. Maybe? I don't know. Fuck it, let's just go. This thing's taking off.
Did you realize that that boat sounded very strongly like a chainsaw?
Yeah, like a chainsaw cutting through some wood.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Did you just
Of course
say
we will.
y'all?
They got too much weight.
Y'all.
Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danons on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danons on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
No, the party disbanded.
Mahavar said we could take it easy.
I'm on
There's
one.
exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
Why is the music so calm? Alright, let me tell you something right now. The boat, it ain't moving. The water, well, of course it's moving. Huh. Hello. It'll take some time before we catch up to her, so feel free to go out and stretch your legs. Maybe check how the rest of your crew's doing. Kisara? Are you, seasick? She's not looking so good. Whoop, okay. I didn't get a choice in this one.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had
Holy
something to hide?
shit.
It doesn't undo the good that you've done.
Oh.
The people that you've helped save along
Just
the way.
ever so slightly change the voice actor for Iron Man's voice to be slightly brighter.
Yep.
Hayden Caldwell.
Oh, damn. Nice.
Tell me I'm wrong.
But that's not what I mean.
I wouldn't say you're wrong.
You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me.
Haha, you have a crush.
I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Sislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Ethan.
All you have to do is remove salty ball.
Say,
Oh my god.
back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know though, maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from?
Well, probably it's the hatred and fear of her thorns
I
that
wonder
push her
how it
forward.
feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
I can hear it.
Oh, we go through a moment like that, and then you hear dun 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 dun. Like, what the fuck? Oh. Why even bother? Let's talk to Dohori.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
Cause she a crazy bitch.
You must remember that time is running out on the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Arise.
Is becoming the sovereign of Rena really that important to the lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danon versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Okay. I'm not one for optimism when there isn't sufficient evidence. Okay. Who the Look at that guy up there. Oh, wait, I can't do it because it's a share point. There's a guy up there. That is the that is... I know what he's supposed to be doing. We all know. Everyone who knows boats and ships and shit knows exactly why that guy is up there. But that is the most unsafe way I've ever seen someone be on the highest point looking for shit.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall at Calaglia, I could finally see the horizon in a far-off distance. I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding
This music doesn't help the scene.
And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria. Was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
No, just thanks, Alphen. Now, Kisara, I see you're a little seasick.
You don't look so good. Are you alright?
Nice shot. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Miez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. The way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Miez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadeye?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadeye.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadeye for a
This
moment,
is a conversation.
you may be able to
Get
free the
else
Danon
to
people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dorim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadeye's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadeye wasn't all.